Hey everybody, welcome back to the Awful Gaming Channel. I'm your host Awf, and tonight we're going to be playing some more Disgaea 5. We don't have any generic units to make or quests to do from the quest board, so we're going to hop straight back into working our way through the DLC episodes.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Today we're going to be doing the first of two DLCs related to Disgaea 3. Like 4, it's broken up into two different DLCs where you get a few characters from each of the different DLC episodes. We're going to be doing the field trip today. So we'll go ahead and jump straight into that. Now, little forewarning, I have been trying to read through this opening text. Several attempts have been made, but it scrolls by entirely too fast, and for the life of me, I can't figure out how to slow it down. So I'm not going to be reading the episode opening dialogue out loud this time. You'll just have to slow the video down if you have a hard time reading it for yourselves. Alright, listen everyone, if you don't all walk together, you'll get separated. Walk in a single file line.
Be thankful!
Why isn't Beryl being nice to everyone on the field trip? And she even managed to drag me into this.
Yes, that's good.
Who cares? We're just killing time. It's entertaining to observe unknown netherworlds. I get excited knowing we'll fight them in the near future. But I don't like friendly group activities. Anyway, how long are we going to have to follow her? This is getting tiring.
Don't get cocky, huh?
Weakling, you lack discipline. What? You're telling me, the Dean and Overlord, that I lack discipline?
Orders are absolute.
I really hate her dialogue, and I'm not going to read it out loud. You're tired too, aren't you? You guys are tired? Just as I predicted. Check out the itinerary. The itinerary, the next hour is free time. Yep, it's free time starting now. Mal and Salvatore, do whatever you'd like.
Wonderful!
Beryl sure is presumptuous to give me free time. Well, I can let it slide this once. To have such keen foresight to predict our tiredness, she truly is a shining example of our third freshman class. Don't compliment me so much. You're making me blush. I just did something that's obvious for any teacher. Anyway, we can split up for now. Do whatever you guys want. If you're bored, then you can give me a hand.
Wonderful!
Whatever. Then I'm going to buy all the wooden swords from the gift shop. I can't wait to see this despair on all the students' faces when they find out there's no more wooden swords.
Analysis.
And I'm gonna search for my missing womanliness, which I lost. I'm telling you guys, I'm not gonna read all of her dialogue.
There.
Alright, let's all meet up 5 minutes before the free time ends, okay? Looks like everyone already took off. Well, I should get started. The targets will be the demons around this area. Let's get to volunteering. I should get some rest. Looks cold and blue. Is it dead? And thank you, everyone. With all your help, the blood drive was a success. Did you do this? Yeah, what about it? Oh, do you want to donate blood too? Blood? I see. So you're the one who took all their blood. Who are you? Don't worry, I'm not anyone suspicious. I'm Raspberry, the new delinquent teacher at Awf-ul Academy. Raspberry, Awf-ul Academy. Never heard of it. Why are you doing this? It's common sense for a delinquent teacher to do volunteer work. What? Are you not interested in volunteering? Volunteering? With this mountain of dead bodies? What are you talking about? Every single one of them happily volunteered. But I haven't met my goals yet. I need a few more volunteers.
Don't take it personal.
You're gonna keep doing this? Then I have no choice. Are you gonna fight me? I don't know what this is about, but if you are, then I'll take you on. Badasses like us can't understand each other just by talking. We can only truly understand each other by crossing fists till we die. The corpse stood up. Is it being controlled by this girl? Please hurry. You're not even allowed to die? Well, I'll make you rest in peace. And there we go. We have been introduced to both my favorite and absolute least favorite characters from Disgaea 3. The little pink-haired chick over here is Raspberry. She is a very interesting case of demon study from the Disgaea series. So, Disgaea 3, and I'll explain while I'm beating up these zombies, was set around the school anime trope. The entire netherworld was basically a giant demon school where young demons learn to be better at demoning, I guess. The overlord of that particular netherworld was the dean of the netherworld, with all high-ranking demon lords functioning as teachers and faculty. Mao, the guy we saw in the opening scene there, was, as usual with earlier Disgaea games, directly related to the Overlord, as the Overlord's son. Disgaea 3 had some of the cringiest characters in the series. They all fell into their tropes exceptionally hard, with Mao being the seething evil scientist, like super high IQ but doesn't get along with anybody type character. Everything about his personality revolves around experimenting on people and constantly bragging about his how high his IQ is, stuff like that. Just very, very generic, smart kid that nobody likes type character. So he was just a run-of-the-mill character there. And I guess after this demo, I'll talk a little bit more about the other two characters. You're pretty good. You're keeping up with me every step of the way. Hurry up and let the demons go. Stop. We're not dead yet. This girl didn't kill you? These demons aren't dead. They were just participating in my blood drive.
As long as you're with
Participating? Weren't you forcing us? I thought I was going to die from this.
Yes!
You donated as much blood as you could, so it was unavoidable. But you've been lying down and resting, so you're okay now. We were lying on the ground from anemia. I do like that they're all zombies, except for the one lone prinny. I get what's going on here now. Okay, you. The name's Raspberry, but you can call me Beryl. Or you can call me Teach. There's no maliciousness behind what you're doing, but there is a problem with how you're going about. Didn't I tell you I was doing a blood drive? I feel like this was a little too extreme for a blood drive, but I did jump to a conclusion this time. Beryl, I'm sorry for challenging you to a fight without truly understanding the situation. Please forgive me. Hey, you're apologizing to me, even though you're a demon? I'm the one who's at fault. It's only normal to apologize. What a straightforward apology, and performing the delinquent technique, apologizing quite naturally. You're good. With your strength and twisted values, I like you.
Yes!
I haven't seen such a lively delinquent in a while. I'm glad we went here on our field trip. Please tell me your name. Kilia. Kilia. I didn't expect to meet such a splendid delinquent. The netherworlds sure are vast. Oh, raspberries. It's 10 minutes till we have to meet up. I have to get ready. Alright, I've got something I gotta take care of, so I'm going now. Glad I got to fight you. See you. She's gone. Seems like she never stops. Alright, and straight into the second fight. Beryl, how can she force us to do it? Group activities at a hotel, too. That delinquent teacher. Is there a reason we all have to eat at the same time? Meals taste the same whether you're alone or not. If we're all going to eat anyway, then I'd better get to eat while we're playing video games or reading comic books. Then she also said, after dinner, it's bath time. Huh. I should have the freedom to choose whether I bathe or not.
Too late for regrets.
What are you doing here? Salvatore, it's you. Hey Mal, what are you doing? Hurry up and get in the bath.
I give the orders.
You're sweating an awful lot. Hurry up and get in. Then wash your body till all your dirt and skin falls off. Are you already done bathing? Yeah, and so are all the other students. You're the last one, Mal. I see. Then it's perfect timing. I can take my time and experiment to see how hot springs affect demons. There you go. That's what I was telling you.
Experiment!
Then it's settled. I have to prepare some guinea pigs right away. Mwahaha. Ha ha ha. Don't stay in there too long. You'll get dizzy.
Wonderful!
You don't have to tell me that. There's still some time to have fun on this field trip. Whew, that meal was delicious. What's going on? It's so noisy. The one evil activity you have to do on every field trip is a pillow fight. Now, throw until your body gives out. Eat my pillow. Fool. Who in the netherworlds would help someone who's calling for help? Eat my pillow even more.
Alright.
Someone please help me.
Be happy, huh?
You're escaping and seeking for help? How pathetic. I order you, take my pillow directly to the face, then die. What's going on? Can't you see? We're doing a field trip tradition, a pillow fight. Go. You're quite interesting, challenging me to a fight after seeing my pillow pitch skill.
Don't get cocky.
Now, are you going to challenge Salvatore?
Orders are absolute.
Then you will take my pillow full on to the gut and say, a splendid attack, Salvatore, as you die. I have no choice. You're about to face some pain. My heart is dancing. A pillow fight ends up like this. If you lose, I'm going to experiment on you. So much. Alrighty, so now we get to face Dean, Mal, and Salvatore. So, as I was saying, explaining the characters we've seen,
Leave it to me.
Salvatore is, if I recall correctly, she was head of,
I'll destroy
I think, the sophomore class. Not 100% sure. Anyway, she's portrayed as being the older, more experienced school student type character. And her quirk, if you can't tell from her outfit, the whole militaristic leather suit with red decals, the cap, she's very militaristic. Her whole class is about, being very military oriented with rules and regulations and uniforms and the like. And her quirk, which again, she is my least favorite Disgaea character ever, is that she commonly orders anybody she's talking to do just the most outlandish, ridiculous, stupid, like anime themed bullcrap. And even as somebody that's into the series and into anime and all that kind of stuff, just reading it gives me like secondhand embarrassment. So that's why I'm choosing not to. So yeah, definitely out of all the characters from all the games, I could easily rank Salvatore as just outright being my least favorite one of all, and not feel bad about saying that. Yeah, as far as the game itself goes, she didn't actually even play that huge of a role. She just showed up as sort of a minor antagonist for a few chapters, only to end up joining Mao and friends to fight against some greater threat that was threatening the entire netherworld, you know. But like, you could have removed her character from the whole game and barely changed anything, if anything at all. She played that minor of a role. So yeah, definitely on my shit list as far as Disgaea characters go. So once we complete the DLC, we're gonna strip her of all her good legendary weapons and never use her again.
All men are my servants.
So yeah, like if anybody out there, if the one Salvatore fan is watching this playthrough going, oh yeah, best girl, yeah, you're gonna want to watch a different playthrough. Spanking all these printies real quick before we move into the two bosses.
No rest. Get to work.
There we go. Easy enough.
There it is.
You withstood my pillow attacks. You're pretty good. I don't know who you are, but I praise you for your strength. You guys are pretty strong too. Did you learn your lesson?
Wonderful.
Lesson? What are you talking about? I was able to have a full-on pillow fight, and it was fun. What? There aren't many opponents we can go full-on against. All of this has tired me out. This is a wrap for today.
Yes, that's
You're
good.
right. This is a good time to rest. Let's prepare for tomorrow's fight. Yeah, I'm going to sleep too. If we ever get another opportunity, let's fight again. Alright, see you.
I give you the orders.
You should rest too. That's an order from your superior. And what the hell was that about? Alright, let's hop out. Go heal up real quick. Collect some quests. Do all that real quick. Do.
As I thought.
I think we did the quest for killing printies. Yeah, we killed a printy. We killed about 10 printies. See if we have anything new. Okay, Lost Army box, martial artists. Alright. Like I said before, you always want to check the quest board. Grab any quests that you can get skill scrolls and abilities and stuff like that from. We're actually doing pretty good on time. Those first 2 episodes didn't take too long, so we're going to break the mold. I know I said we were going to split the DLC episodes up into 2 videos, but we're still under 20 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and just finish up that last episode and go over the characters in one video. So here we go. This is the last stage of the first Disgaea 3 DLC. The beach feels so nice. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Go on and enjoy it.
Be happy, huh?
This is a nice beach. It's the perfect location for my private beach. It's not bad to rest like this every once in a while. Oh, how expected of you, Mao. Did something nice happen? I met an interesting guy last night. This is a field trip. It won't be any fun to ruin it, so I figure I'll start enjoying it. That's great. So what are you going to do now? There's only one thing to do at a beach.
As I calculate.
Let's start splitting the watermelon.
Too late for regrets.
So where's the watermelon? How could you slack off with the preparations? Hold on. Hey, you right there. What do you want with me? Come over here. What do you want, kid? You want to play? Oink. Fine. Cool. Adults always have time to show off. So what do you want to play? Oink.
Here I go.
What do you think you're doing? I can't move. Alright, we're ready. This is fine, right, Salvatore? That looks like a great watermelon to split. I can't wait. Now you guys, what are you doing? Can't you tell? We're interacting through the watermelon. Good job. It's important that you guys interact.
There.
Alright, yeah. Oh, I'm in danger, Oink. Please, somebody stop him. Hey, stop dodging.
Weak.
Move. I'll do it.
Orders are
Why
absolute.
are you so stubborn? This is an order. Humbly take my bullet through your head. Let me try next. I'll split his head with one swing. No, I'm gonna do it. Somebody help, Oink. So noisy. What's going on here? You guys again. You sure like to stir up trouble. Oh, you're the guy we met at the hotel. Oh, I remember you. You're that delinquent guy, Killia. We met at the blood drive. What? You know him, Beryl? Yeah, sorta. We only met that once.
Wonderful.
I met him once too. He's a pretty interesting guy. You guys are causing so much trouble in this netherworld. Do you even have a reason?
There.
You really want to know why? Fine, I'll tell you. My reason is because we're on a field trip to interact with other cultures. That's how you build friendships. Interacting with other cultures. Friendships. Yes, I've been doing research this whole time. Love, friendship, bonds. These powers have defeated many overlords. I've concluded that a field trip is one of the great opportunities to deepen one of these powers. Friendship. So all this mayhem you guys have caused was... Yes, it was all for the sake of friendship. I feel it. The power of friendship is flowing through my body. Allow me to show you my newfound powers. So like I said, it just takes every anime trope and just cranks it up to 11. So Mao's, his thing was that to become stronger, to defeat the overlord that was his father, he was studying anime and video games, and through his studies, he learned that, you know, that most overlords, most, you know, final bosses are defeated through the power of love and friendship. So
I don't want to.
even as a demon, he made it his quest to learn and understand the power of love and friendship so that he could use said power to defeat the overlord.
Here I come.
So it was like it was trying to spin the concept of, you know, demons bad, demons do bad things on its head, you know, and be like, oh, where here's a demon that's trying to do, you know, that's studying heroes in order to be a better demon by defeating better demons. You know, it was it was a good idea. It didn't come off too well in my personal opinion. Now Raspberry, on the other hand, the only one of the characters I haven't discussed yet, she did pull it off in a way that I found not only interesting, but absolutely endearing. So we'll just kill her real quick before bragging about her. Rasbarrel's whole plot, her character trait is that she's a delinquent. So, if the characters are demons and the Netherworld is a school, and she is a delinquent among demons, and a delinquent is somebody that usually goes against the established rules, you know, does their own thing, you know, that as she even refers to herself as being a badass, she chooses to do good actions as basically a means to show how rebellious she is. So it's like, you know, you're at a school teaching you to be a better demon. You're at a school teaching you how to do evil things, how to do bad things. Well, what's the most rebellious thing you could do at a school like that? To do good things. So she does good things as a means to be bad. And as opposed to Mal's whole studying heroes and experimenting and just coming off as like the world's worst rendition of Dexter's Laboratory, Rasbarrel pulls it off. Like, if she had been the main character, I would not have been disappointed. Unfortunately, she was just the basically protagonist, the secondary main character. Haha. Instead of trying to use fancy words.
Let's have fun.
After the events of the game, all of the main characters proceeded to become like staff and teachers and whatnot, with Mal taking the place of Dean, which is why in the DLC he's referred to as the Nether Institute Dean. And Rasbarrel herself was she became a teacher. She became a delinquency teacher who basically has her own class teaching other demons how to be delinquents, which, you know, is her teaching other demons how to be good in order to be bad. So it just it works out.
Just like that.
You withstood my attacks. Does that still mean I don't have enough friendship? You've got it wrong. What? This is the answer I reached with my 1.8 million EQ. You're telling me I was wrong? EQ. It's not IQ. It's not intelligence quotient. It's evil quotient. I forgot that part. You know, because they're demons, so everything has to be evil. Friendship isn't one-sided. You have to help the other person out, and it builds over time. That's what I was taught. The other person. Looks like something clicked in your head. Too bad it wasn't a bullet. I didn't expect a demon to explain friendship to us. You really are a delinquent. Give me an autograph.
Be happy, huh?
It's my opponent. You survived not only once, but twice. You should take great pride in your strength.
Yes!
And I was able to make great memories by the end. The Netherworlds sure are vast. The end. Yeah, that's right. Didn't you hear Mal? We came here on a field trip. With the trip over, obviously we're going to go back home. There are students waiting for me back at the academy. There is something I've been searching for too, but it wasn't in this Netherworld either. I didn't know. I interrupted your field trip. I'm sorry. What a natural apology. I can't fall behind you. Delinquent. You shouldn't apologize. You're a demon. Plus, there's nothing for you to apologize for. But I stepped in every time you guys were causing a commotion. Must have interfered with your field trip. Are you an idiot? That's part of interacting with other cultures. Thanks to you, the field trip to this Netherworld has been very interesting. There's no need for any apologies. It's kind of sad to think that this is the end. What are you talking about, Beryl? We don't have to part ways. What do you mean? As the Dean of Evil Academy, in the name of Mal, I hereby accept Killia as a student. Now we can stay here longer. Killia became a student of Evil Academy. Rasbarrel became Killia's teacher. Salvatore became Killia's upperclassman. What? That's a great idea, Kilia. Let's master the ways of delinquency together.
Be happy, huh?
You're strong. Those who are strong should just accept. That's what I think. I welcome you as a fellow student. Nay, don't get ahead of yourselves. I haven't agreed to anything. What, Kilia? Are you going to deny your friends' ideas? Friends? Yeah, we've acknowledged each other's powers and strength. Do you have any problem with becoming friends with us? Mal became Kilia's rival. Alright, now there's no problem. Our friendship can grow even more now. Waha ha ha, evil laugh. Sorry, I can't keep up with you guys. Why is that? You can take the best classes in the entire netherworld. I have things I need to take care of. Until I finish, it'll be tough for me to go with you guys. Then I'll lend you a hand. Friends help each other out, right? Then you should have no reason to refuse. That's right.
Wonderful.
Alright then, it's decided. Beryl, we're extending the field trip. We're going to Kilia's place.
Yes!
Jeez, Mal. Although I do like this turn of events. Now that that's decided, lead the way. Hurry up and finish your errand so we can welcome you to Evil Academy. You guys never stop. What are you doing, Kilia? Hurry up and show us the way. Yeah, hold on a second. And with that, we have completed the first of the two Disgaea 3 DLCs. Just going to go ahead and admit it if you guys hadn't already noticed, but Disgaea 3 was my least favorite of the series. It was the first on the PS3, and I think it had a really bad case of trying too hard-itis. It's like they took the things that fans liked from the older games, the humor and the meta-narrative and like quasi fourth wall breaks and references and stuff like that, and it just ramped it up a little bit too high. You know, it was too in your face. You know, it was like, oh look how quirky all of these characters are, and oh look, the main character, he's into anime and manga and video games just like you, player. Oh, he's so relatable. You know, it was a little too much. And calling a Disgaea game too much is in itself just like, it is so extreme. Because the series is known for being over the top, and quirky. So if you have a game that's too over the top and quirky, then you know that it just went too hard. Now, like, it was still a good game. You know, if you're into the Disgaea series, then it's definitely worth a play. But I'm just saying, out of the series, other than 6, because we don't even mention 6, that Disgaea 3 would definitely have to be like my least favorite. It's my least favorite of a series of games that I enjoy. So, you know, gotta at least pretend to like it a little bit there. So let's go over the characters that we got. We got Mal, Beryl, and Salvatore. So we'll be going over their stats and abilities real quick. Here we have Mal. He is the Evil Academy Dean. Again, you know, son of the Dean, ended up taking over for his father, all that fun stuff. He is like Emizo from the last DLC we did. He is a split kind of half breed unit here. He is split between being a physical fighter and a mage. The only difference is that Mal actually pulls it off. You can see from his stat spread down here that he has 110 HP, 120 SP, 130 attack, 100% defense, 130% intelligence, 100 to resistance, hit, and speed. So you can see his attack and intelligence are both well above average, meaning you could focus on a weapon type, which you can see he has an S rank in swords, or you could focus on magic, which he does naturally learn the ice line of magic. I don't know how far up the branch he learns it, but he does learn the ice elemental spells. But he does, oddly enough, only have a B rank in staff weapons. So if you were to go that route, it would take a little bit more effort to level up the skills in staff. And level ups in staff, unlike the other weapon skills, staff levels don't give you new attacks and abilities. It just increases your magic range. So you'd still learn stronger spells by leveling up, but you would have to level your staff skill up more to be able to use the spells at longer range. But yeah, so he's a split physical magical fighter. You could go both routes, or you could pick one or the other. Let's see, his natural ability is Live Experiment. Increases damage dealt by allies within 30 panels by 20% and enemies by 20%. So what his ability does is raises everybody's attack within 3 panels of himself by 20%. That is both allies and enemies. So it could be beneficial, but it could also be detrimental. Let's say you send him out, you have a couple enemies that are close by. It would give your other allies within that range a little bit of a boost to try to defeat those enemies. But if you didn't and they were still alive by the time the enemy turn started, then they would have a 20% boost to attack. So again, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Gives you a little bit of a boost, but at the expense of giving nearby enemies the same boost. Let's see. Unit info: Dean of Evil Academy. He researches evilness with his 1.8 million EQ. He puts hot sauce on his sunny side up eggs. His overload skill is Astaroth Reform. Increases the stats of the equipment on all allies on the map by 50% for 3 turns. That's an interesting overload. What that does is it just like it says, it increases the stats of all allies equipped equipment, so weapons and armor. So say you have a weapon that raises your attack by 200. If Mal were to use his overload skill, then for 3 turns it would boost that by 50%, which would mean that the weapon would increase your attack by 300 for 3 turns. Now, going even deeper into that, that's how aptitudes work. So if you have a character that's equipped with a weapon and the character has, like himself, 130% to attack aptitude, then a 200 attack weapon would be giving him 260 attack. Well, then you would boost that by 50%, and it would end up giving you 390%. So this overload, in tandem with characters having higher aptitude stats, could lead to some very significant stat increases, especially in the late game. So where his default ability is a double-edged sword, and it's not really the best ability around, his overload skill is actually really, really good, especially in late games when most of your character stats are going to be coming from their equipment. So there you go, that's Mal. Moving on to Beryl, you can see she's a delinquent teacher. Beryl is a monster unit, and she's a magic-based monster unit. As opposed to Mal, learning fire skills, Beryl by default learns ice skills. Beryl learns the fire skills. So Mal has ice, and Beryl has fire. Her stats are 90% in health, 120 to SP, 90 to attack, 100 to defense, 130 in intelligence, 120 in resistance, and 110 in hit and speed. So again, you can see she's slightly lacking in the physical department with 90% in HP and attack. So she's not exactly going to be a frontline melee fighter, but she does have 130 in intelligence and 120 in resistance, meaning she is a relatively good mage and healer if you were to give her any healing spells. I don't believe she learns any by default, but you could always teach her a healing spell with a scroll and use her as such. Her equipped ability is Hello Throw. Increases stats by distance thrown this turn by 5%. Receive counts. How this works is if she is thrown, then her stats increase the farther she's thrown. So if you have a character with a throw range of 4 that picks her up and throws her, then her stats will increase by 20%. And it lasts until the end of the turn, so it's not like it's cumulative. You can just keep throwing her over and over and over again and just skyrocket her stats. But just if you had 2 characters lift her and throw her, you know, the more she's thrown in any given turn, the more her stats will increase. You know, and 2 throws could potentially toss her anywhere between 5 to 10 panels. So you're looking at like, you know, 25 to 50% of a stat increase, you know, until the end of the turn, which could easily build up pretty quick. But again, it's something it resets every turn, so it's not like it stays. So it could give her a quick boost to like take out one strong target, like a boss target or something like that. But it resets at the beginning of every turn, so you can't count on her having those stat boosts for a prolonged period of time. Again, she's got a few personal special attacks, and then the fire spells. Her unit info: a delinquent teacher from Evil Academy, a super delinquent who does volunteer work and donates money and blood. As you can see, she's again a monster type character, so her magic change type is staff, again reflecting her magic based stats. So you could pair her up with another magic user and have her magic change into a staff weapon to further increase their own abilities. All right, last and certainly least is Salvatore, the Diaz gentleman. Let's see. She's... I haven't even mentioned their weapons. So Mal has the superhero sword. Rasbarrow has the Evil Academy diploma, and Salvatore comes equipped with the golden gun. Let's see, her stat spread is 120 to HP, 100 to SP, 120 to attack, 110 to defense, 110 to intelligence, 120 to resistance, 130 to hit, and 120 to speed. You can see her weapon stats. She has an S rank in guns, an A rank in swords, and a B rank in spears and bows. She has a relatively decent stat spread. Almost all of her stats are above 100%, with attack, resistance, hit, and speed being all really good. So she's a fairly versatile fighter. You could give her a gun weapon, you could give her a sword. We're not going to give her anything just because I dislike her as a character. I mean, we're going to have plenty of other characters. It's not like we need to use her. So definitely as a character, if you want to use her, you could. I'm just not going to. I really hate her. So here we go. Her ability is G-Master, which increases stats by 30% when a gun is equipped. So there you go. She's basically, with this ability, is built to do gun damage. So even with her stat spread, even with her A rank in sword skills, you'd still want to give her a gun, just because giving her a gun type weapon automatically increases her stats by 30%. Now, I don't know. You could experiment with it and maybe find out. But I don't know if that counts sub-weapons. You can have a main weapon and a sub-weapon equipped. So I don't know if equipping a gun in her sub-weapon slot would still give you that 30% bonus. So maybe you could run her with a sword and just leave a weak, like, tier 1 gun in her sub-weapon just to receive a permanent 30% stat boost. That's something somebody else could try and maybe get back to me and let me know. But I'm not going to be using her, so we're not going to find out. Let's see. Unit information. A senior Evil Academy and one of the legendary Diaz gentlemen. Her womanliness is currently missing. We're not even going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. guys, she's just cringe, and I don't like her. She's the worst character from the worst game in the series. There is no redeeming qualities to her character. I mean, unless like you just like the character, like, you know, okay, it's another hot female character, but that's literally all she has going for her in a series that has plenty of other hot female characters. So it's not even that big of a deal. I just don't like her. So yeah, that's it for the new characters that we got. Probably out of these three, the only one you're going to see me use with any significance is going to be Raspberry. I do like Raspberry. I like a good mage character. I like a good monster type character. So she's definitely higher on my rank. Mao, we might use him every now and then. He's a good physical fighter. He does have some interesting abilities under his belt. And Salvatore is just shit. So there we go. That pretty much sums it up.
Let's fix
Hit the hospital real quick. Boop-de boop. Oh, hey, look, we got a prize here. Let's see what we got. We got a charred newt. Whoop-de-doo. Thanks for the burnt lizard there, lady. Yeah, but that's gonna wrap it up. We are getting into the 45-minute mark here. I don't want to make these videos too long, so we did cover the whole DLC in one episode, though. At least we did that. Definitely appreciate you guys watching as always. I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys don't mind me rambling on too much. I know I get a little bit wordy at times, but you know, it'd just be boring if it was just me playing the game without saying anything. So yeah, until next time, hope you guys have a good day, good night, whatever time zone you're in, whatever time zone you're watching this. And until then, we'll see you later.